Pastor, a lot of people, they're coming to your house, and the next question is about you and how do you manage your home, your time that you're spending on your big ministry in your family.
How do I manage my home?
Yes.
And my time. Okay, for people who don't know this, my philosophy of life is this, that if I am blessed in any area of life, I am only blessed because God wants to tell me that he wishes to use me as a channel in that area. So I don't think there is any blessing that is meant just for me. So if God is getting ready to bless me in any area, I am already strategizing and thinking, how can I extend that same blessing to as many people as possible? So when the time came that I knew that God was about to bless me with a house, there was a question before me. I threw a question to myself. How then can you use a house to be a channel of blessing to as many people as possible? Okay, with the car, I used to have a smaller car, which is a Mercedes-Benz. Then I had a Range Rover, but they were too small because you can only take 4 people and then yourself, 5 people, 6 people maximum. Then I sold those cars and I got myself a van. Because each time I'm traveling across the city and I see people, especially people who are children of God as well, just as I am, that are walking on feet, I feel intimidated and I feel uncomfortable that this is my father. He blessed me with this resource. And this is their father too. He is their father who provided this to me. The same father. It is his provision. And so the resources and the wealth that I have don't belong to me. I was given by their father. So if their father gave me this thing I'm using, why should I pass them by while they are walking and trekking? So I always stop each time I'm going to church, I'm going to town. I always look around to see who I could pack into my car, so that if I'm blessed by a car, then that car could be a blessing to as many people of God's children as possible. So when I was about to build a house, my wife had to wait for 10 years, even though we were ready to get a smaller house, but I thank God she had patience with me. I convinced her to say, Princess, I have an idea, and I cannot just imagine myself having a house of 5 rooms and 1 small room for the visitor. And then they are waiting for you to come out of the toilet and you are waiting for them to go out. Just 1 room and then 4 rooms for me. I wanted to turn that around. So what I did was, I said, God, help me, give me an idea. So I came up with an architectural plan with some people in the church that will make me to have a house whereby I will only live in 10% of that house. And 90% will be for God's people again, just like with the car. God's children. They should be able, if I'm being blessed, that is a pointer to me that God wants to use me. Not just to be blessed, but to be a blessing to God's children, God's people. So that's the kind of house I've got today. But I think it comes to maybe 10% of the house we're living in with my family, and 90% of the house is, made available to people, from all over the world, and from our church who want to come and stay here to pray, to seek the face of the Lord, or to even leave if they want to. So, that's the way my house is. So I accommodate in my house people from all walks of life on daily basis, you could say. But every weekend, I invite people in to come and stay here for 3-4 days, and then we study together, we learn together, we live together. And when those ones come in on Thursday, they leave on Monday, then we clean the house for 2 or 3 days. Then the next Thursday, another batch of people come. Then they leave on Monday. Then next week, every week, we have people coming to learn and to stay here, and also to have personal interaction. That I'm not, so that they could know I'm not an angel, and just ordinary person, but so that they could also see my lifestyle. That doing a great thing is not just about you being chosen by God, being anointed by God or being special. That, come see how I live. I'm just normal. I just happen to know some principles and some truth that I'm sharing with you. And also want to give them the lifestyle, an experience or a look into my lifestyle, so that they don't think that the only thing I do is just praying and fasting, and we don't even have time to eat, and I don't go to toilet, so that they don't live in those fantasies, in some fantasy world, so that they know that, no, and also, but so that they will also see, the intensity of my life and which is responsible for the result we have, so that they would know you don't just wait on God, and believe that God will do things for you, but they will see an example of somebody that's making things to happen, so that they will know how they are supposed to set up their lives for them to be able to have that kind of success or similar stories of success.